washing them dishes. I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gonna get it. I was on missions. I was just living. Walked in that building. We was just building. Taking our time. We was just yielding. We was just chilling away from these haters. Know they be watching like a theater. Yeah. Plotting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us. It won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega. Probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. I salute Wake. Cop a new crib. Got some new neighbors. You get this big. They gon' want favors. They gon' want flavors. Probably roll. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these snakes, wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks, wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, you better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. Blow your mind.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Colts going up against the Jets. With that, let's send you up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. We're standing by as our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from second to third down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come up in an offset eye. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down following the run. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC. And he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On third down, Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Well, we looked at each other, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing Jones and bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Roethlisberger will throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll send Brown in motion right. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. The open man is Smith. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He's going to float this one deep right side. There they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
Here we go. Flag 38. Flag 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Jones. He finds his target, Beckham. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do so.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A big sea of Jets flying to the football there to make the stop.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Ertz has it left side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Shift together here from the D-line. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And this is Ertz with it, right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Out left side here to Bryant. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They come out here in the eye. Throwing Jones. He's going to go up top again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller's sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Ten yards to go on third. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but hard. For the other guys, those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Here we go on fourth down with Carr. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
10 yards still left on second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. John Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Shift. Let's go, Stans. Make some.
On first down, Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Colts getting ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get it running right. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Couple of Jets there in on the stop.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On second down, Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he finds Cook. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. To throw his car. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Carr now throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Carr to throw. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Easy.
A handoff left, Elliott. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah,
perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll come out in the pistol. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st down, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Carr throws, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 32 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Hard throw, incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. 1st down and goal to go from the 7. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Carr.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Odell Beckham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And they'll run it here. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Roethlisberger, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
86 to minute, 86 to minute.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
We ready?
Shotgun now for Carr. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Carr to throw on second down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
To throw, it's Carr. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Caught left side. It's Beckham. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense,
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the play there. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Third down now following the run. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Here's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He shakes him off. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Carr, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Throwing now is Carr, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They needed 17, and they got 18. A defensive lapse there, and it's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.